All right, guys, welcome to the Turtle Recall news portion. We are back. We are back on Turtles Tuesday, and we got uh, a new co-host for our news portion. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Mike.
Hey guys, remember me from talking for 3 hours about hokum hair? I am back
He
to
is
talk news with everybody.
That's right. Mike will be here every week now. All right, and if you guys are wondering what happened to Anna, no, we did not fire her. She just Anna and I we had a talk. She was just basically like the news portion was just not her thing, and we just came to an understanding. I just told her like, well, the podcast should be fun. News wasn't fun for her, but she didn't want to lose the section, so Mike graciously came up and said, "Hey, I'll do the news portion and let Anna rest and just concentrate on the episodes."
It was my pleasure, to be honest. Like,
Uh,
I,
uh,
I mean, let's be real. I'm a poor replacement for Anna in any way, shape, or form.
uh,
But talking about turtles and all the new stuff is one of my favorite things. So if
yeah,
you check me out on our show, that is, yeah, a lot of fun for me.
yeah, yeah. Definitely check out Mike on his podcast, which is Ninja Turtle Power Hour. Check the description on if you're watching this on YouTube. Check on the description uh, on the YouTube link to go there. This is gonna definitely be fun. Mike's show comes out every Tuesday, so that means today he had a new podcast where it was Mike free.
Yeah, ironically, I wasn't on that episode that dropped today, um, but we are going to be recording tomorrow, and so which is funny because like a lot of the news that Jason and I are going to talk about right now, I did not get to talk about on our last show, so I'm very excited to cover it all right now, and some of the new stuff that just got kind today.
Right. Right, exactly. Also, if you're okay, so for the full audio podcast, which will be released this Thursday, we will be talking about the final European season episode. I know you guys have been loving that season so much, sarcasm, which is going to be Elementary, My Dear Turtle, Sherlock Holmes. It's going to be fun stuff, and then you guys can stop complaining why we did the European season.
I can't wait till we get to the European season on our show.
I was all excited about the European season, but like apparently no one cared for it. Like, I mean, this is
Yeah.
like the least amount of like interactivity we've had. Like, I mean,
Oh no.
yeah, exactly. People were like, oh, I've actually had someone like message us and say, I don't care about the European season. I have no plans to watch the European season. I wish it didn't exist. I was like,
Oof. That's rough, buddy.
yeah, Brune Rene Hutchins is like spinning in his grave right now. Just all right. All right, let's go ahead and get started with this week's news. The first thing I do want to talk about is right now it is May 31st, and Netflix has released both season 1 of the 2012 Ninja Turtle series and season 1 of Rise of the Ninja Turtles.
Very excited for both of these. It's really cool that like Nick is making these shows available again on like not just Paramount Plus. And Rise has been on Netflix in other countries for a while now, so for it to finally hit US Netflix, that's really cool, and especially since the Rise movie's coming in a couple months, so like they need to kind of build that up.
Right. Yeah. I thought this was pretty cool. I mean, this is not the first time with Nickelodeon, because like I believe both. No, they took out iCarly, but I think Victorious is still on there, and some of the other shows like Ricky, Nikki, Dickie, and Don, or some of their other like Nickelodeon shows have been sharing with Paramount Plus. I mean, I think it's pretty cool that they're doing this, because you would think it's not like unlike Disney where like they're like, oh, our contract is over. We're done with Netflix. We have our own streaming service.
Yeah,
Yeah. And also,
but as we know, when Nick giveth, Nick taketh away, and
that's
so
That's right.
which
That's right, because today's also the final day that the four Warner Brother movies, which is not on Paramount Plus, is on HBO Max because it is Warner Brothers, not Paramount. But that is the original Ninja Turtles movie, Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. There is no subtitle. Stop adding Turtles in Time at the end of it.
It's not Turtles in Time.
It's not Turtles in Time. And TMNT. Those four movies are leaving Netflix starting the next day, which is June 1st. So you have the next few hours to have all this content in one place.
It's kind of cool that all of this is in one place too. Like,
yeah,
for the next few hours.
Yes. No, I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, I'm pretty sure Warner Brothers has like no plans to ever releasing these movies to Paramount anytime soon. Kind of like how Fred Wolf has no plans on ever releasing the original series to Paramount as well. But
yeah, which is kind of a bummer because like I know a lot of people would want 4K versions of these movies, at least the original trilogy, and right. I just don't think Warner Brothers is ever going to give that to us.
No, I don't think they're ever going to give that to us. We have a message from QR that says almost pizza time. Thank you, I appreciate that. Enjoy that pizza.
I did have pizza for dinner, so when I told Jason I was finishing dinner before we jumped on tonight, I was scarfing down.
Yeah, so that's always good stuff. All right. I do want to get into some of the other stuff, I want to talk about some Shredder's Revenge, because...
All right.
Yeah, exactly. The game that's coming out, and, so a lot of people were like, oh, hey, we want physical releases for this game, and, they were kind of, on the down low on, oh, are there physical releases coming? And it was such, people weren't sure. And then last week, I mean, just physical releases up the wazoo, came out.
So actually, back in April, .emu confirmed physical releases.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, so I'd had that tweet bookmarked actually, because they had said they were going to be post-launch releases, and then the publisher varied by country. So for us here in the U.S., it's going to be from Limited Run Games, but the official reveal of the actual box and everything inside of it was last week.
Okay. Maybe I was confusing that with the Cowabunga collection, because I remember when the Cowabunga collection was announced, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're coming with physical releases." But yes, Limited Run Games is making physical releases for the US, and we got a tease, because from them what we're getting is we're getting our standard release, which is going to have a reversible cover, and I kind of like the reversible cover. I like how one of them is that old classic TMNT 2 arcade cover.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. And then the other side is the what you've seen with the shredder in the background and everything. We're also going to have some stickers where there's sprites, and we're also going to have a art book. Now, Limited Run Games did announce that on June 6th, which
sorry, I was going to say the fantastic box art by Edwin Wang, Iron Pinky on Twitter. One of my favorite artists.
Oh, nice. I appreciate. See, this is why I need Mike on this, because he can add stuff that I could just completely forget in my notes.
That's okay. It's what I'm here for.
Exactly. But yeah, so on June 6th, they are going to release what the collector's edition is going to look like, and something actually QR want to make sure we clarified. He says he was talking about Shredder Revenge when he was talking about Pizza Time, and actually I kind of want to
gotcha.
Yeah, I want to briefly talk about it, because Mike and I, we talked about this like right before we started recording, or went live, I should say. Uh, so there was that rumor date of June 16th for this game to be coming out, and Mike actually
Yeah.
Mike read more into it than I did. And what's going on? I
Yeah.
can't say.
So
Go ahead. Sorry.
so basically, GoNintendo.com posted earlier today that Sony has updated their internal PlayStation database with a release date attached to Shredder's Revenge, and so that release date, as of right now, or rumored quote unquote release
Yep.
date, is of June 16th, which is about a little over 2 weeks from now. On a Thursday. So this, I mean, treat it with a grain of salt. Like, we do know summer 2022 is the official release window as of right now.
Right.
So it's making the rounds today. So we felt like we had to say something.
Right. We had to say something. Me personally, I'm thinking that June 16th is going to be the release of a demo. That's what I think personally. I'm not. Don't go and like quote me like, oh, Jason from Total Recall said definitely a demo coming. I mean, June 16th might be nothing, to be honest. It might just be some like placeholder they just put on. I know E3 was supposed to happen this year, but they just literally canceled it this morning.
Yeah, and they so I'm in the Shredder's Revenge Discord with the devs, and they've kind of hinted that there's not going, like, the demo that other YouTubers and people played at PAX, and
right.
like they kind of hinted that the demo's not coming to us.
Okay.
So I gotta think like, because the pages aren't up for pre-order, right? On PlayStation.
No, there's no pre-order on anything, and because of these like new physical releases, I can't imagine them to be like, oh hey, we have these physical release, and then hey, guess what? It comes out in 2 weeks. I mean, they're like, that's like so like that, like there's no way that they can like do all that, like just rush production like that, or like not give enough people for the pre-order time.
Yeah, so that's why I got to think like 6/16 has got to be like the day the page for the game goes live on like PlayStation Store.
I can see that. I can definitely see that. I can see like, okay, hey, here's your digital pre-order, and there's probably not going to be like like a definite date on that. So we'll find out.
Yeah, kind of like how on Steam, like you can wish list it there.
Right.
And
exactly.
Like, and we've been able to wish list it since last year, and it just says coming soon.
Right, exactly. So, all right. What I do want to. So going back into the physical releases of Shredder's Revenge, we actually have. So we talked about limited run games. Next week we're going to find out what their collectors bundle is going to have, but we have some European releases too, which this is a standard one from Merge Games Limited, and it's basically the physical release of the game with Shredder's Revenge booklet, art guide, and a pizza keyring.
Oh, I like the keyring. That's cool.
Yeah. It's actually a pretty cool keyring. Really nice, and then also coming on the European Peggy side is we have another collector's edition from Signature Edition Games, which also comes with that same booklet and pizza keyring. Also, it comes with a slipcover for the game. It comes with a signed art card, which is numbered. It comes with a soundtrack that looks like a pizza. It comes with another keyring with Shredder. It comes with a metal coaster. It comes with also these other like Sprite stickers, and then most importantly, it also comes with a random eye mask. Because if you're a Ninja Turtle fan, you definitely don't have enough of these lying around in your house.
I know. but it's funny because like there's absolutely going to be a market for trading for these.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
the signatures on the poster I noticed are, I think they're the development team, not the voice actors,
Yeah, I think it's all development. I think it's all Dotemu and Tribute Games.
which is cool. Like I have posters signed by devs too.
Right.
Um, I remember because this dropped, like this picture that we're looking at dropped the same day the physical release from LRG in America came out,
Yes.
and I didn't post like I saw this and I was like, I'm not gonna post this on our socials because I was like, people are already so confused
Right.
that this isn't the LRG thing. Like people, I mean, already confused Shredder's Revenge and Cowabunga Collection a lot already.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I have like so many people like thinking like these are from the same company. Also, so many people think that this was announced together. I was like, no, this was announced like a year ago, guys. Cowabunga Collection was like announced like in the same year that's being released.
Yeah, like I get like Cowabunga Collection is 100% a reaction to Shredder's Revenge.
Right.
Like there's no way we would have gotten it if Shredder's Revenge hadn't been getting so much hype already.
Right.
Um,
Exactly.
which is funny that it's getting such a lavish collector's edition. Like
Right.
with the Kevin Eastman art and everything.
Right, right, exactly. Which is actually funny. I can't see. He actually wrote. I know it's two different companies, but I wish they would allow a box set with both. I mean, to be honest, I wish they would allow a box set with both too. But as you
Yeah,
mentioned
no,
right there,
same.
as you mentioned right there, it is two different companies, so that's gonna be impossible. I'm just saying this. At first, like both Shredder's Revenge and Cowabunga Collection, I was only gonna go straight digital just because I've gone to the point of like I'm done with the physical
Mm.
releases, and then they're like, oh hey, here's some cool stuff you don't need and it's too expensive for you anyway. But I'm like, I'm a sucker. I'll go get these stuff. I'm
Yeah,
wondering.
see, like I knew I was gonna get both.
Uh, uh,
Like,
so my actual plan is like I'm planning to get uh I want to get a physical for the Switch, but and then eventually get a digital on PlayStation. Just just because I want it on both systems. I know I don't need it on both systems, but I'm pretty sure I will get on both systems because sometimes I'm like that.
see, okay, so I'm definitely getting it. Uh, I'm getting them both physical on the Switch
Uh huh.
because Cowabunga Collection is a bunch of NES games, and it just feels right to have it on a Nintendo console.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
like mentally, I just need to do that. Um,
Also
and
on
then,
the Switch, I have like the NES controller, the SNES controller, and the Genesis controller. So I have to
oh,
have.
see, yeah, that's awesome. Like, see, I didn't get those, but man, these would be
Now you wish you
to
did.
have. Now I wish I did. Um, I'm not even gonna check the aftermarket on those right now. Um, but then, okay, so I'm also gonna get them on. I want to get it on Steam
Uh huh.
because even if I could play it on PC, it'll be easier to stream.
Right.
Because we're setting up a Twitch on our show.
Right.
And so I want to do that there, but also like my most comfortable thing to play on is my PlayStation, so I want to get it there. So Switch first, and then the
Uh-huh.
other two consoles probably when they first go, like the first sale they go on sale.
That's my plan. Is like when it first goes on sale on PlayStation, and thankfully PlayStation has like constant sales going on. They have a sale going on right now for State of Play. That like when
Yeah,
it goes on sale on over there, like even if it's like $3 off, that's I'll probably pick it up. And but yeah,
yeah.
that's my thing.
Time's up. $3 off.
That's right, exactly. But
Sorry.
no, you're good.
Um,
We like the Ninja Turtles
yeah.
reference here, man.
So I so like I want to get them on there. So the problem is so Dottie Muse said that these were going to be post-launch physical releases.
Okay, so these are going to be post-launch physical releases.
That was from the tweet back in April that I referenced, and so
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm really scared how far post-launch, because like I waited specifically for the physical version of Scott Pilgrim,
Oh,
um, and I waited almost 9 months between it finally dropping and then me getting my physical version to finally play it, and a lot of my friends had already moved on.
oh wow, oh gosh,
So they said, when they said post launch, like we'll get the physical editions, and these are physical editions that are going to be in stores. I can't imagine that they're going to be like that case, because that's not a special order.
right.
The collector's edition, though, will probably be a special order.
Yeah. I have a feeling well, because it's also limited run games. Limited run games usually does special orders for their collector's edition.
Yeah, and so they do physical, like limited run games does physical versions that like sell at like Best Buy
Right.
a lot, and those aren't like numbered or anything. They're just, but they have different box art than the ones that you would buy at limited run games.
Uh-huh.
But the special lavish collector's edition, that's going to be probably an LRG exclusive,
Yeah.
and that's the one where I'm like, do I buy it physically? Like if it comes out, day of physical, then I'll probably get it then, or like within a week or so. I could wait a week just to get it physical. But if like we're talking like months, then I'm gonna have to buy it digitally and then pre-order and just wait for my collector's edition.
Right. Right. Knowing me, like if the physical comes out later, I'll probably get it digitally first, and then I'll
Mm-hmm.
get the physical edition in like probably for PlayStation, because Switch is my preferred console.
Yeah.
I'd probably do that, so that way I don't have to wait to play it. But all right, so moving on to our next thing, because we're still in that video game mode and everything. So
Mm-hmm.
we're going to be talking about Playmates, and they're out of left field. They are making Ninja Turtles versus Street Fighter action figures.
Yeah, I saw these pictures go up, and I'm like, okay.
Right,
This is 100% Playmates just flexing how much they control the Turtles toy license.
right,
Like this is 100% a flex.
right,
Um, and it's wild because like the they so we've only seen 2 of the 4 sets so far. So
right,
it was Leo versus Ryu, Mikey versus Chun Li.
right.
It was
There's going to
and
be
I forget
Donnie
the other two.
versus Ken, and
Yeah, Donnie versus Ken.
Raph versus Guile.
That's right. So we've only seen the first 2 so far.
You're right.
And I know the biggest complaint I've seen so far is that it's the classic collection Turtles again.
It's a classic collection. Yeah. I will say this though. It has new Art Deco on it, and actually the Art Deco actually looks pretty good. I like it, and we have new faces. Like we finally changed the
like
head sculpt after
yeah, they're
10
new.
years.
They're new heads. Yeah, they're new heads, and the paint deco is only on the body.
Right.
I've noticed it's not on the arms.
No.
Which does make it look a little weird, but like they are updates, and I have this discussion a lot with people. Like they're like, oh, it's these molds again, and it's like if you really look at it, they've only re-released this mold 4 times since 2013.
Right.
And the reason why it feels so bad is that all 4 of those times were within the last 2 years.
Right. Yeah. Well, what I do like to say is like, okay, so these molds were great in 2012.
Yeah.
I mean, these were like really good collector figures that we had during that time. We've now got to the point where we've had other companies do it, and the big thing for me is that like now standard is swappable hands, so we don't have to have like the joints on the fingers go bad and go loose after a while, and they can't hold anything because like my turtles from 2012, they're able to hold their weapons just fine. My Marvel Legends figures, like when during this time, like when they had like the opposable figures. Some of them, like, they can't, like, my Gambit can't hold his card at all anymore. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just that, like, the swappable hands, that's been like the new standard. There's like just better ways that it's been doing it, and just like Playmates, instead of like trying to update stuff, they just been like, oh hey, here's this again, and it just, I mean, it just exerts like laziness in there, and that's the only
Yeah,
problem I have.
and I'll agree with you there. Like they're making updates and all the things that like accept addressing like the main criticism, which are those hands and feet. Um, I remember buying like those classic collection figures, and I really liked them. Um, I've given them away since. But what I went back, what I really wish they would do, instead of using those classic collection turtles, use the movie ones that they made
Yeah,
that they haven't re-released since the second wave of that.
right.
Um, because I just recently bought the Secret of the Ooze classic collection figures.
Those are awesome. I like those a lot. I still haven't opened
They're
mine.
they're amazing. Oh, I mean, I opened them because I want to repaint them and use them for customs,
Oh, nice.
because they fit like such a perfect like mind's eye Ninja Turtles look for me,
Oh,
that like I don't care that they're not movie accurate. I care that I can look at them and they're turtles.
right.
And so they still have like the bad fingers and everything, but like they're such a unique look versus like what Playmates is offering, that they would have looked really cool in the Cobra Kai crossover. They would look really cool in the Street Fighter crossover.
No, I agree.
Which, my biggest complaint is that the Street Fighter characters look like they're in 6-inch scale,
Yes.
and the classic collection figures are in 7-inch scale.
Right, yeah, yeah. They do look kind of like massive with each other. And I'm gonna say this, the Street Fighter figures actually look good. I like the way
They
those
do.
two.
They're
Yeah.
not even bad.
Yeah.
I think Chun Li's a little thin. Like Chun Li's
Yeah.
got like, she's known for her kicks. She
Right,
needs
right,
powerful
right.
thighs.
Right. Those thick legs.
Yeah.
Right.
But like the two Street Fighter figures we have seen so far, like they don't look bad. Like Ryu's probably a lot of Ryu's of
Okay.
the Cobra Kai
Cobra Kai,
figures.
yeah. I'm pretty sure he is.
But Chun Li looks great.
No, Chun-Li looks fantastic. So something that got announced actually today, which is why I'm glad we're doing this on Tuesdays again, is today is the final day of May, which is the final NECA Monster Mayhem. So they made their last announcement, which is a Ninja Turtles cross Universal Monsters thing, and we have confirmation that Splinter will be in the set as Van Helsing, and he is totally pandemic mode because he has no pants.
Yeah, it's it's so funny to me. Like they release these cool pictures, and you can really only see Splinter from the like waist up, and so he's got like this new overlay with a really cool jacket, a nice hat. It's the movie Splinter mold,
right.
so it's already got that great face. But but like his scrawny little legs are peeking out from under his really cool jacket.
Right.
And it just is so funny to me.
It's really funny. I mean, especially like, okay, so his arms, that is not like the Splinter arms from like the figure. Like, these are like actually like men arms, like over here, like, because his Splinter figure like has like those really small and skinny dainty arms. It's just that like it's just like his
but it's just those little legs just peeking out under there. It's so funny.
Yes, no, it's hilarious. I can't wait to see like what that full figure like looks like. But yeah, no, it looks hilarious. I love this.
So you and I were talking on Twitter, it was like a month ago.
Yeah.
And I posted like my official like pics. And so I had Casey as Van Helsing and Splinter as the Wolfman. I'm gonna take partial credit for that.
For
However,
that?
I will. Yeah, for that one, since I did get I did get Splinter as at least one of them.
Yeah,
I
you.
am going to revise it now,
Uh-huh.
and I am going to say Casey as the Wolfman
Casey as the Wolfman. I can see
with
that.
with that Elias Codius
Yeah.
face sculpt.
I kind of wanted Casey as Van Helsing. I think he would be really cool. I still want Shredder as Dracula. I still want Shredder as Count Dracula. And we lost Mike for a second. Hold on. Uh, I'm gonna try to. Okay, sorry about this. The uh, what happened was that
Recording in progress.
we had Zoom just decided, like, it was going to limit 101 to 40 minutes. I thought it was going to be starting uh, next month, uh, but it's obviously they decided to start it today. We're gonna see if we can get Mike back on real fast. Hold on for 1 second. I apologize. See, this is the things that happen when we do live. All right. So we're gonna see if we can get Mike back on. This is a total of a Zoom thing, uh, and right now YouTube is like, oh hey, apologies for this, but going back into Val Helsing, I've personally, I was hoping for Casey to be uh, Val Helsing, but I think Splinter is a good addition. I really want Shredder as what's his name, as Dracula. I think we got Mike, you back?
I am back.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. I was just explaining to the people how, like, Zoom decided to change their policy to limit one-on-one meetings. And yeah, this is our growing pains, but we will fix this for next week. So, but was there anything else you wanted to add about Van Helsing over here?
No, that's about it. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it. Like I'm all in on this line. I think it's a fun line, and
Uh, hold on. Did I? Okay. I think I'm back. Sorry. Just
okay, yeah, no, you're here.
yeah. I wasn't aware that was not a universal monster, because
Mm.
I'm just not much into horror stuff. But this line, I'm like with you. I'm like 100% in.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Right. All right. So the last thing we're going to be talking about is NECA, of course, but it's going to be their San Diego Comic-Con set, which they announced last week on World Turtle Day, and which is going to be a 4-pack set called the Premonition of a Premutation. And basically, these figures are going to be the pre-muted forms of Splinter, Baxter Stockman, Rocksteady, and Bebop.
I am pretty stoked for this set.
I am completely.
Kind.
Go ahead. No, I'm really excited for this set. I've been wanting, like, a good human Roxanne and Bebop for a good while now. Like, we're getting those ones from Loyal Subjects. I thought it was a good kind of, like, in between. Because all right, let's be honest. Like, when Playmates made a human Bebop figure, he was not the right race. Like,
Yeah, they whitewashed him.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. He got whitewashed. I mean, for the longest time, my 2 HeroClix figures of Rocksteady, of human Rocksteady and Bebop, were like my closest things, or that, and also the I forgot about Mega Bloks. Mega Bloks made Rocksteady, I believe. I don't think they made Bebop. Um, like but those were like the closest thing I had to. But I'm actually really excited about these, and the fact is like we can actually have like we have the Fly Baxter Stockman, and then we also have Barney Stockman now.
Yep, that's true. We have a Barney Stockman figure. Well, I mean, they do. This one isn't as handsome as Barney Stockman, so I don't think it's the same guy.
You don't think?
I'm trying to figure out like the parts reuse here, and I mean, obviously Baxter is probably going to use a little bit of Baxter Fly.
Yeah.
The legs on Bebop kind of look like it could be the Ace Duck Vernon legs.
Right.
I was thinking maybe Hamato Yoshi could be using some parts from Usagi.
I think he is, to be honest. There's a lot, like I see like a lot of Usagi in him. I see more Usagi in him than I do of what's his name, of Rat Splinter.
Yeah, and I think Rocksteady's probably going to be the all new sculpt. He might have like have a few pieces with burn,
right?
But I think he's going to be the most new piece out of everything.
I think you're right about that. Something I've always liked about NECA figures, I always love the accessories that come with these, and these definitely come with great ones. Baxter Stockman comes with his little, his thing he uses to fish out the Aya Sarnoth from the water. What is that thing? Like a basket or like a bug net?
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, it's just a bug net.
Bug net. There, I was trying to figure out what you call that thing, like. But yeah, he comes with a bug net. He also comes with one of his various trackers, and I meant to look what this one was, and I couldn't. I just didn't have the time for it. But he comes with one of his various trackers. He also comes with a mouser, which if you ordered the mousers from NECA, check your emails. You should have shipping notifications right now.
Yeah, some dudes got them today.
Oh, wow. That's
like
cool.
There's pictures of like in hand mouser boxes.
Oh, nice. For some reason, it looks like he also comes with a crowbar. I don't like. I'm trying to remember. Maybe he used it when he was in his lab. I mean, or maybe that's supposed to be the crowbar that. No, Donnie tore the van like with his hands.
Yeah.
But most importantly, he comes with the 4 small turtles from the episode The Incredible Shrinking Turtles. I thought that was a really
those ones specifically, not the 4 turtles from Heroes in a Half Shell.
Not from Heroes from on a Half Shell. This is like from The Incredible Shrinking Turtles when they.
You're still talking about Baxter.
Yeah, I'm still talking.
Oh, that's what that little thing is above the.
Above the monster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, above the mount.
Yeah. That's like when they shrink, and then like they put them in the jar. Then like Shredder holds up the jar to Krang and be like, ha ha ha! I have the turtles, and like and then like the turtles escape. And
I'm looking at this and like my brain shut off, and I'm like, oh, those are like popsicles for some reason.
Yeah, but Splinter comes with a walking stick, and he also comes with 4 baby turtles. The ones that Chet drops in the middle of the street. And then
so the actual ones from Heroes in a Half Shell.
Yeah, the actual ones from Heroes in the Half Shell. Yes. Those are the ones from Heroes in the Half Shell. Roxanne Bebop comes with some bats and a wooden plank. They also come with the boom box, and most importantly, they come with their spray paint, so they can spray paint that poor guy reading the newspaper on the wall in the opening scene of the first episode.
I can't remember. Did they do? I remember like there was the punk guy and the punk girl, but I don't remember Bebop and Rocksteady doing that.
No, Bebop. I don't believe they did it. I think it was just. I believe it was just their gang that did it. I don't think they. I don't. But like I mean, at the same time, I know that they're releasing Scrag, but are they really going to release like the people who don't have names, but people like already made official names for them? I know like I know like somewhere out there they put like, oh yeah, that's Dumbo, and I can't remember the other two, but
I didn't even know there was one named Dumbo. So see, you've got that one.
Yeah. The short one is named Dumbo. That's the only one I remember. And I
I
mean,
remember like the guy in like the gimp harness.
yeah, yes. So in HeroClix is known as Mohawk Gang.
Got it.
Yeah. Uh, but this set looks like completely amazing. I can't wait for it. Now here's like where like some bad news comes. First, the retail on this is 150, which I mean the rate of like price of action figure rising. This is not a shock to me. Like I'm not surprised at the price. I mean,
Yeah, like this is in line with the Style Guide Turtles that just released a couple
right,
months ago.
right, exactly. I wasn't expecting these to be cheaper than them. Um, Especially since like these are mostly new and they're also exclusives. The unfortunate part is it does not look like these will be in any retailers just because like so this is going to be released in San Diego Comic-Con, and on this Friday, June, oh gosh, 5th, sorry, June 3rd. So this Friday, June 3rd, they they are going to be limited on the NECA website. And if you guys remember pre-COVID time, that like the site gets bogged down, gets impossible to load, and then then you like jump up and down when you actually get the figures like I have been able to for like for the Capture Splinter set and also the turtle the cartoon set. I was able to get both those. So
so we could tell everybody the secret.
Yes. But we
all right. I'll tell everybody the secret.
Yeah, you go ahead.
So the trick is when you preload, like log into the website before before these go live. Make sure your card's preloaded. Save it in your browser if you have to. When you get them in your cart and you go to click checkout and you can't view your cart, you have to go up to your browser, your URL browser, and change the ending to check from cart to checkout. And that will force the website to load the checkout screen for you, because for some reason they use Shopify and that checkout button always goes down.
Right. That checkout button always goes down. All right. Another thing you guys got to also know is that whatever they haven't released what time is going to go live. They're gonna tell us the live time in a later date this week. So when that is, we'll be sure to let you guys know. However, like if it goes live on 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then like you're there and you go on there 11 a.m. and then you push add to cart and nothing's happening, the reason why is because there's a timer on it, and for some reason the site goes live with the add to cart button before the inventory goes live, and so
oh boy,
yeah, so like if you click on it and nothing happens, refresh it. Just because you're caught in that time where it's not you didn't get the inventory in there, that's something when it's like, oh, I can't add, stop posting on Twitter, I can't add the card. It's because you went there on the exact same time. That's what's happening.
Don't stroll in at 9:01, but don't get there at like 8:55 trying to add to your cart.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. As long as you're kind of as long as you kind of be patient and you're onto it, I will say the last year's set, which was the new set, because that was on the site, and that had like a special like NECA bonus where like it came with a shirt. I still have not opened mine, just to let you know. Like it's still like in its box. That's how bad
I found mine. I found mine at Target eventually.
But
yeah. I know the big question. A lot of people have been asking, like, oh, why aren't these going to Target like the last couple have been? And it's because like we're kind of going back to normal with cons,
right?
And so like the Channel 6 set from last year and the musical mutagen tour, like those were supposed to be convention exclusives because there were no conventions going on, they moved them to Target. Like those figures were already made, and these were last minute changes to still get those figures out to people. So
exactly.
And that's why, like, we're just kind of going back to the way it was before, back in the before times.
Right, exactly. And nothing's ever set in stone, like, because maybe these are, like, right now they're San Diego exclusive, but we don't know. Maybe we might get a reveal, like, a month after the convention or something, like, 8 months after the convention or something, like, oh, a limited run is coming to Target or something like that. You never know with these stuff. Or more likely what's going to happen is if, like, patterns have been, like, set, like, where, like, maybe these will come out as 2 separate 2-packs, and maybe Baxter won't come with the Mouser that is, like, already in a 6-pack anyway. Like, that's the only thing I can
he'll come with a Barney head. With a Barney Stockman head.
Yeah, he'll come with a Barney Stockman head. Exactly, yes. And then, like, he'll shout, "I'm Barney Stockman." Do I look like a fly?
Yeah, exactly. And so, with these, like, and if these do, like, we don't know anything. Like, we don't know if that's gonna happen down the line. But, like, when NECA does re-release, like, their exclusives in stores, like, it doesn't devalue this set.
No.
This set is you don't get this box art. You may get different accessories. It may, in fact, be cheaper to buy this box set than it would be to buy 2 packs later on down the line.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah. Things like we're just not for sure, but just if you're expecting these to be on Target, just be aware. It's like right now, sources say no to Target. So, but I'm excited for it. I'm gonna definitely this Friday I'm gonna be like they're trying to grab it, and then like I'll be able to get it. Then NECA will like will retweet me that I got it, and everyone will be mad at me. Just like every time I get something.
It's your fault that I couldn't get it.
Exactly.
That's the reaction.
100%. My fault you guys couldn't get it. Exactly.
At least they don't assume that NECA sent one to you, because that's the worst.
I got assumed that. I have got with the Mutation Turtles. I was that's the big running joke in our this podcast, is that we're NECA influencers, because NECA sent those to us, and like no, they have never sent anything to us. They follow us.
Oh man, I want to get to that level someday. The amount I talk about NECA on our show. Oh boy. Randy, come on, what are you doing, bud?
Randy said he's going to come on our show one day. We're still like, he's the invitation's still open. We're just I think he's just waiting for me to go to a convention at this point.
Got it.
All right.
Yeah, you'll just have to ambush him at a show.
Oh yeah. I just run into him. It's like, hey, you said you'll be on our show, and he's like, oh yeah, that's right. Hold on here.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. Sorry about the technical difficulties we had in the middle of that. We're gonna streamline all that for next week. One thing I can't see, just he has added at the end. He said, "Has anyone ever done a Bugman figure?" No one has done a Bugman figure.
Yeah, no one's done Bugman.
I'm gonna tell you this: if you asked like 10-year-old Jason if he wanted a Bugman figure, he would say no. But right, like this current Jason who hosts Turtle Recall, who doesn't want to say his age, he's like yeah, I would totally buy a Bugman figure. That was one character I never liked when I was a kid.
Yeah, I'm still gonna pass. I'm okay with no Bugman.
All right, just a reminder, this Thursday will be the full audio podcast. where we're going to be talking about the episode Elementary, My Dear Turtle, the final European episode. You guys can go cheer because we will be, after that, we will be going to CBS where all the episodes you guys know and love, and we'll talk about Slash and Mondo and all those fun people. All right, thank you, Mike, for joining. You've been a great host. Can't wait to do this every week.
Yep. Thanks for having me on, buddy.
All right,
Appreciate it.
No problem. And be sure to check out Mike's show. I want to thank QR and I Can't See for joining in. And until next time, guys. See ya.
Cowabunga.